It's our last chance to prepare for Black Friday, coming just a couple days from now, and we've also got some huge new cards coming, like Player of the Month MBAPPE, Thunderstruck promo with new icons, as well as Flash SBCs. All of that and more, and how to make coins during Black Friday. Today's video is gonna cover all of that. Welcome to Trading to Glory. If you're looking for cheap and reliable EAFC 24 coins, look no further than my new partner FUTLOOT, and use my code ELYYT, ELYYT, for an extra 6% at checkout. Today's video is absolutely massive because Black Friday is just a few days away, and even though we've already started investing in SBC fodder, knowing that that's probably going to be going up this weekend, there are so many more ways that we can make coins with the biggest promo of the year. And when I say year, I mean before we get to the new year, because of course, Team of the Year is a bigger promo, and then Team of the Season, probably argue, is also a bigger promo. But Black Friday, up until we get to January 1st, I think is the biggest promo that we have in this first stage of the game. And with that, we also have a new season on its way. Season 2, Act 1, Triangles, is about to be over. You have 2 days to get to level 20, in which you can get an 87 plus times 2 players pack, as well as one of these cards: Karsdorp, Witsel, and Iwobi. And I don't know which one to choose. Obviously, I have 2 days to make a decision, so I'm just gonna go with whichever player has the most comments down below. So whichever card you think we should add to the Trading to Glory, go ahead and comment that down below, understanding that this is kind of what our team looks like right now, and generally, I basically sub in Heung-min Son at striker almost every single game. I don't know what it is about this card. Actually, I know exactly what it is about this card. Finesse Shot Plus. I love it. It's so good, and he's actually fodder priced now, or at least very, very close to it, as an 87 rated. And so with Black Friday, we've already seen a pre-crash. A lot of these players that are still very usable, like Heung-min Son, Raphael Varane, very, very affordable now. As they were super expensive last month, they have come down in price and basically became the exact same price as SBC fodder. And with SBC fodder also being needed with this max 89 icon upgrade, all of the ratings between 83 and 85 roughly have stayed about the same price, but everything else is starting to come down a little bit more. 86s were under 11,000 coins for a lot of yesterday, as well as 87s getting down to about 15.25 thousand coins for a lot of that day. 22,000 coins you could get 88 rated cards, and then 89 rated cards were hovering around 33.5k. So there was another big buy window for fodder, and I picked up about another 500,000 coins worth of cards with this, but I still have 4 million coins liquid, and to be honest, I don't really want to go into this promo that liquid. I think that fodder is going to be the way to go. And if you want to see more about our fodder investments, check out the last couple of episodes. But we're going to move into something a little bit more cheeky, as we know that Black Friday is going to bring non-stop content. And what that means is that every single hour, or every 90 minutes, or every 2 hours, all throughout the weekend, starting actually on Thursday, we're going to see a lot of Lightning SBCs. And with those Flash SBCs, you're going to see a huge rise in price on these gold common cards, especially from big nations, maybe Argentina, Brazil, France, England. Any of those top 9 go up in price, go down in price, and generally it's the women's players that will spike the highest. So SBC solution trading is going to be in full effect, and here is how you do it. SBC solution trading is the best way for low budget to medium budget in terms of making coins. In fact, if you've already got 10 million coins, you should still be SBC solution trading. It's just that effective, because every single time a new SBC drops, especially when it comes to Flash SBCs, where sometimes those challenges aren't really that easy and you don't have a lot of time to figure it out. So what do people do? They all flock to FUTBin. And when they get over to FUTBin, they're going to copy the solutions that they see on the community squad or the AI generated squads here. Basically, if it says cheapest, it's probably the squad that people are doing the most. Now, with this SBC as the example, you're not going to see these cards spiking up 13 hours later that much because there's not as many people doing the SBC. But when the SBC has just dropped, or if it's a flash SBC that's only out for an hour, during that hour, every single time a new squad pops up as the cheapest squad, the cards will go from discard price at around 400 coins, 500 coins, and they spike up to 3,000 to 5,000 coins very, very quickly. It's not too difficult to get in as long as you're sitting here clicking F5, waiting for a new squad to pop up at the top. You click on that squad, you find the players in here. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll either look for the goalkeeper, the striker, or any of the women's players that are in the squad, because those are the positions that I find generally rise the quickest. And if you're able to get in on a few of those cards before they spike in price and the rest of the community starts doing the SBC themselves, making it so that they're taking that player off of the transfer market, putting it in an SBC, which means that that supply never comes back. Once that flash SBC is over, those cards are going to come back down in price. But what we have known to see during Black Friday is that they will recycle some of the same flash SBCs later in the weekend. In fact, sometimes they do one every single day. It could be the exact same SBC that you had already seen a couple times that weekend. And so the cards that spiked up the most on the first time that that SBC came out probably spike up again. So what you can do is study those SBCs that come out on day one, see which cards spike the most, and once they get back down to around 400 coins, you buy a bunch of them and you wait till that flash SBC comes back out again during the weekend, and you can capitalize a lot on those low budget investments. This is so effective mostly because the return on investment is so much higher than anything else in the game. You can invest in a card for 400 coins and turn that in to about 10 times the profit. That's a 10 times return on that investment, and you can see how quickly that can add up. Whereas for our fodder investments, like our 88 rated cards, they're 22,000 coins right now. That's what we're getting them for. If they end up going to over 30,000 coins, that is a huge, huge W, a huge win on the account. So many coins will be made, but realistically, they only rose 50% rather than 1,000%, which we can see on some of these SBC solution trades. Thunderstruck is the new promo coming to the game on Friday, Black Friday actually, which is only a few days away now. This is the card design, looks pretty cool, and it also comes with icons. But these are not the only cards that are going to be dropping on Friday, in my opinion, because we're also going to get a Ligue 1 Player of the Month. It got announced last week with Bundesliga's Player of the Month, but EA only decided to drop the Bundesliga Player of the Month in the game, and they saved the Ligue 1 Player of the Month. So in my opinion, they're saving it for Black Friday for a couple of reasons. One reason is because they want fodder to be expensive on Black Friday, and a card like this going into SBCs will help that make fodder go up, especially if they don't make it too expensive and it's actually craftable and people would want to go out and do this SBC. They might make it, 7 million coins. We don't know quite yet what they're going to require, but it's going to be a lot of windows. And of course, he's got an inform impacts right now at 92 rated. He obviously has his Trailblazer card at 92 rated, both going for about 4.2 million coins. Now, this is a card that if you are in the high budget range is going to make us some coins if we make a good investment and time this right. But there's a lot of factors that go into this. First of all, we have a lot of people panic selling in preparation for this Ligue 1 Player of the Month. If this Player of the Month SBC comes out and it is a ridiculous price, maybe it's like 7.5 million coins to complete this, then that Kylian Mbappe inform is going to go up in price because people are just going to go back and say, I'm going to buy that inform rather than doing the SBC if they can afford it. So that is something to keep an eye out for. But another thing to keep an eye out for is best of team of the week. If they do a best of team of the week for Black Friday, this card will go out of packs on Wednesday, but then re-enter packs on Friday if they drop best of team of the week, which they most likely will do so for Black Friday. So this is a card that could go down a little bit further into the Black Friday promo. But one thing that we can look at from last year is he had a 92 rated team of the week around the same time last year. It was a little bit earlier in November. is when that card came out. This one came out in mid-November. But as you can see, he got down to about 1.8 million coins right before Black Friday. And then when Black Friday hit, he was at 1.8. And then throughout the weekend, he rose all the way into December. He went up about 300,000 coins. And I think it could be even more extreme of a rise for this card just because there's also people panic selling due to that player of the month Mbappe. So there's so many factors that go into it. It's super high risk, which is why I'm not buying it right now. But on Friday, if I've got a lot of coins liquid, it's a card that I might look at to get a quick flip over the weekend for. But one thing that we need to be looking for on the weekend are going to be gold meta cards. Caroline Graham Hansen is a card that is still holding a lot of value, but has dropped over the course of November. This is what her graph looks like right now, going from 900,000 coins almost to about 500,000 coins, and she's about to go under 500,000 coins. But what we're going to see is that on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, she's probably going to continue to drop, but at the end of this weekend, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that is going to turn around, and it's going to turn around pretty quickly over the course of the week following Black Friday, where cards like this, cards like Vinicius Jr., cards like Virgil van Dijk, cards like Federico Valverde, and any other high-rated, still expensive gold meta is going to go up in price following Black Friday. There's a couple reasons for this. First, you've got a lot of people who are no longer scared to buy. Right now, to be honest, I haven't been doing a lot of flips because cards have been dropping so quickly that it's really, really risky. But once Black Friday is over and they understand, okay, the market is finally settling down, they don't have that fear when it comes to the market. And so they start buying. You see those prices start rising. The second reason that cards are going to start rising like that is because of people who have invested in fodder like us going into Black Friday. We'll take our profits on our fodder, we'll sell those cards, and then what do we have? A ton of coins liquid. When you have liquid coins, it's buying power. When you have buying power, you can put that into the market, prices are going to go up. So we're actually going to see a nice rebound of the market and a good inflation to make some coins as we exit Black Friday. And we'll talk about that more this weekend. That's it for today though, boys. The calm before the storm. If you've made it this far, don't forget to comment which player from level 19 I should take for our trading to glory. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace out.